Hey guys, this is JayDollKingHefner, and right next to me is my real doll, Ramaya Cloud, and I call her my dream girl because I always wanted a real doll. And when I was making this girl, putting her together from head to toe, I was really modeling her after a black beauty that I've always had a crush on. So I was doing a damn good job. And it really came down to the face. That's all it came down to. Every detail you see about this girl is exactly right. It just came down to the face. And it was two faces for me to choose from. And honestly, I thought that I chose the right face. So if you go back and look at my first glance video, you will hear it in my voice that I was a bit stunned when I pulled the plastic back. Because I was like, man, this face was supposed to look a little bit different. It threw the whole look off, honestly, from what I was looking for. I saw the makeup, I saw the hair, I saw the skin complexion. Everything was on point, but the face threw me off. And in that video, I even said I had to step off for a little while. Honestly, I sort of laid down, had to get my head together because I had been dreaming of this girl right next to me looking just like or close to that woman that I had a crush on. So either way, I gathered myself and I started unwrapping this lady more and more. And of course, I did excellent with her body because she is petite and so damn fine. Man, she is exactly like the girls I've always dated in the body range. I promise you. Just petite and fine as she want to be. So I've been very happy with that. But as far as the face is concerned, it was just not quite right. And my mind immediately went to the other face. And I was like, Jay, I think that other face was the right one. As far as making her look exactly like that girl I had the crush on. Man, don't you know, I went up and pulled up all three of the pictures. And it was so obvious that the other face was a bit of a better fit. But at the time I was choosing, and I thought about this hard, I pretty much had put the other face out of my mind. I couldn't even think about it for a while. And so the truth is, I was led to go with this face. So although I messed up as far as making her look exactly like that other girl, I still did right because my spirit led me to choose this face. But ever since I've had this face, it's been fluctuation after fluctuation. When I first saw her, it threw me off. I wasn't feeling it. And when it was time to do the review on this lady, man, she started looking fine and sexy and looking like Thelma Evans when I had her laid out on the bed for the review, for the RealDoll review. She was looking so good to me. But then I stood her up, and at one angle, I wasn't feeling her. I'm like, man, what is going on here? I'm loving her at one point, and another point, I'm a little lukewarm, right? And also, whenever I look at her in the camera, it's been a couple of videos that I've had to just scrap out. Not from what was said, it was because she did not look right in the shot. You know, cameras don't lie. So the camera thought, hey, she's not looking too good right here. And I was like, man, it's so crazy because she looks great off camera, even though she's not the face that looks like that other girl. She looks great and super sexy off camera. And she actually reminds me of this girl I used to date. I've only dated one petite girl with a slim face like hers. And that girl was super fine. We only dated for like a short time, but man, I really was in love with that girl for the time I was dating her. But you know, as kids, I didn't have transportation, and look, one thing led to another. It was probably about a 2 or 3 week relationship, and I never saw her again. I never forget, her name was Tony. Lord have mercy, and she was super duper fine. But yeah. So she was the only girl I dated that even reminded me of this girl. So what I laughed at is, even though I messed up and didn't make her look exactly like the girl I wanted her to look like, I actually made her look like a girl I used to date. And it's the only one that was short, petite, fine, with a slim face like this. And I just say, man, you know, the only thing is she's making me work so hard as far as camera angles to really show you how beautiful she is. And I said, even my brother or mother, I said, man, they may even think that sometimes she looks ugly on camera. Who knows? But if you see this woman in person, I'm telling you, man, she looks like a mix between black and like Puerto Rican up close. I promise you. And from the side, that's why I was like, damn, she makes me sort of almost fall in love with her. You know what I'm saying? When I be looking at her from certain angles and stuff. But the camera does not do her much justice. And I would say this, man, although the human side of me, I want to think about that other face and be like, man, that other face. You know, I told you, don't look back in the past, right? I've always said that. Just go with what you already have done. If you've already chose that, God put it in your heart to go with that. So don't look back. But the human side of me wants to look back and think about how she would look with that other face on. And don't you know, man, how crazy and powerful, you know, God is for one, and for two, just let me know that even though I messed up, I still did the right thing. Whenever I look at this girl, I cannot picture the other face on her body while I'm looking at her. I can only see who she is now. It's crazy. It's powerful like that. That says a lot. I can't even imagine her with the other face on her unless I look away from her. And then I look on the computer or something and maybe I find that face. I can start trying to make it go on this body. But I said, man, it's crazy. Even though that other face would make her look closer to what I was trying to make her look like, now the face that she has is the face for me, you know? And the last thing I'm going to say is this. I've always dated girls, man, that were, in my opinion, super fine and petite, but I never dated just knockout beauties in the face. You know, I had some, but I never really went after the knockout beauties in the face. I always liked a nice, petite, sexy body, and hey, give me an average face and I'm good. I'm good with it. That's how I've always been. So I was sort of laughing there, not saying she's average or anything, but I'm just saying, you know, I wasn't just drawn to her face at first. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't hit me like I thought it was gonna hit me. But with her total package, her body, her petiteness, and then, like I say, she's drawn me in with her sexiness. It really reminds me of one of my real girlfriends in human life. You know, because she's a real girl. But my human girlfriends, that's what it really reminds me of. Because I'm like, you know, a lot of them, they weren't the cutest, but they were fine. And next thing you know, they really grew on me. And you know, after a month or two, those same girls that I thought were just, oh, they're okay in the face and fine in the body, hell, you start loving them and liking them, they start getting beautiful in the face. And so I just think that that's how this girl is gonna grow on me, you know, and for my next real dog and dogs down the line, you know, I get a chance to experiment going forward. But for right now, even though I messed up, it turned out right. And I'm going to give this girl all the love that she can handle and welcome her to this family with open arms.